podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
You need that fear.
All I'm trying to do is make a stand for something that I truly believe is right. I truly believe is right. I want to be like you. Come on, man. I'm the face of boxing. I'm the cash cow. I hold the record with pay-per-view. Me.
My drop, I know my drop, I know my situation. I want to fight. That's my
Dazn production.
check it, you know. This fight is gonna be very difficult for both of us.
ThaBoxingvoice.com. What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nesta Gibbs. Once again, Solo, Dolo, Scarface, No Manolo. But we're back to discuss a lot of the Day of Reckoning undercard. Not the entire undercard, as some of these fights, they're their own main event. So we are individualizing them and previewing, predicting them separately. But today's second episode of the day, for those that don't know, we are on our backup channel. We did suffer a violation on YouTube, which is keeping us away from the channel for about 2 weeks. That being said, we're on the backup right here at youtube.com/Nestor Gibbs for anybody having trouble finding us. And we're going to be doing Dimitri Bivol. He's going to be taking on Lyndon Arthur in his fight here on the Day of Reckoning pay-per-view. This could be found on Dazn. For those that don't know how to purchase this just yet, the way to get it would be on Dazn. ESPN is carrying it as well. For anybody that doesn't want to deal with Dazn, there were some instances where customers were complaining of double charging from Dazn. I experienced it myself. They did reimburse me day of, so at the end of the day, there wasn't any big deal. But if you want to use a bigger box, company, then ESPN is offering the pay-per-view. When I get back to the desk, I'll definitely check if it's the same price. I know on Dazn, it's only $40. I don't know how much it's going to be on ESPN. If it's $40 on ESPN, then, then it's really down to preference and not price. But obviously, we got Dimitri Bivol defending his WBA 175-pound title. We got to discuss the very 50-50 fight, I think, between Arslanbek, Makhmudov, and Kabayel. I think that is another 60-40, 50-50 type fight. Kabayel hasn't gotten a big win since his career-defining win over Derek Chisora, which is 6 years ago. So whatever he had could be gone, or whatever he had could be preserved. So we have to, preview and predict that fight. Frank Sanchez in versus Junior Fa. Junior Fa, he was a name on the up and suffered his first loss versus Joseph Parker. And then his second loss came via knockout at the hands of Lucas Brown, who just lost to Gerald Miller, who's fighting Daniel Dubois on this card. So, again, we've already previewed and predicted Gerald Miller and Daniel Dubois on this morning show, but these we're doing all together. So today, at 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, we're going to be previewing it and predicting Philip Hrgovic, Mark D. Mori. We're going to also do Dimitri Bivol, Lyndon Arthur. We're also going to do Jaya Opetaia versus Ellis Zorro. We're also going to do Arslanbek Makhmudov versus Kabayel and Frank Sanchez versus Junior Fa. Tomorrow we'll come back and do Joshua Wallin and Wilder, Joseph Parker on separate shows. So the morning show probably Wilder, or actually probably should do AJ since UK friendly if we do it in the morning, and then come back in the afternoon with Wilder. This way we previewed and predicted the entire card because it's a big card. No sense in smashing all these names together and forcing predictions. Give each fight its proper time. Those that deserve individual previews and predictions, like I said, Wilder and Joseph Parker, 2 former world champs, certainly get that. Former unified champion Anthony Joshua, and the man to take Fury closest, not named Wilder, to a loss is Otto Wallin. So those certainly deserve their own show, and we did Miller because we need a bad guy in boxing, right? So let's start from the bottom to the top. Actually, I do believe the exact order of these fights were, let me see, I think Dan Rayfield reported on the order in which they're going to be shown. And let me see. So, all right, let's see. Oh, no, this is not it. I know that he put it out. Somebody will send it to me. The order, not that it matters at this moment. We're previewing and predicting, but it would have been good to have the proper bout sheet order. That being said, we'll start from the bottom to the top. We got Frank Sanchez taking on Junior Fa. Junior Fa, once upon a time, heavily touted prospect, signed to Lou DiBella from New Zealand. The other big name, not named Joseph Parker, from in and around that area. Now he's 34. He's no longer a prospect. He suffered a couple of losses. The first one at the hands of Joseph Parker, which made the most sense as it was some sort of a domestic fight, even though, Parker lives in the United Kingdom. He's also from New Zealand, so that fight made sense. Junior Fa suffered his first loss in that fight, completely being outclassed by Joseph Parker. Believe me, I didn't expect that. I knew Junior Fa personally. I've seen him at least a good 3, maybe 2 to 3 times in the camp of Deontay Wilder as a sparring partner for Deontay Wilder. So I got to see intimately what he was able to do with Wilder in sparring, how good his jab used to be. But that never translated into the ring, man. The jab that I thought that he had, or that I know that he has. I know he has it. The problem is, actually having it show up in the real fight. But the jab that I know that he has never showed up in that Joseph Parker fight, and certainly didn't do him any justice keeping Lucas Brown off him. Now, we heard Alex, I think it was, or Keem in Florida call in and say that there were some illegal blows there. But, again, if he was jabbing the way that I know he can, I don't know that he'd be allowing anybody to get close enough. He's also coming off some inactivity, man. So all signs point here to him not being able to get this win over Frank Sanchez, who's a good boxer and has some decent power. He's just not, I don't want to say offensive, but he's just not a, go-getter, killer type of boxer first, right? He's more boxer than he is puncher. He just happens to be in that heavyweight division. But because of the inactivity of Junior Fa, plus the back-to-back losses, I don't know what shot he really has in a fight with Sanchez, who not only is a good boxer, but he's a Cuban boxer. So, it's difficult. But I'm seeing Derek Lincoln say, salute Ness, fight on ESPN Plus Saturday. 2, if you have ESPN, it is 40. But if you don't, it is 50.98. Okay. So maybe that's something to consider. I like actually Dazn because they let you keep it there. It's on demand on your purchases and things like that. I was able to go back and watch the Haney fight, and then I noticed all my other purchases, my Jake Paul pay-per-views and things like that. So I don't know. I got to decide where I want to have this pay-per-view catalog at. But either or, ESPN does do on demand as well, so I guess that's not a bad location. But moving on, don't forget we're on the backup channel, so if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up. We need you more than ever to help us with the visibility because people don't even know where we are. Right now, there's thousands of people lost, wondering why TBV isn't back, and, we just had the bullshit happen. But if you haven't hit that thumbs up, go ahead and do so. It's going to help with the visibility. It's going to put this episode in the eyes of boxing fans that are wondering where the hell we're at. We're still doing our 2 shows a day, 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time and 6 a.m. every day, twice a day, bringing you boxing talk to get you through your day. So I'm going to pick Frank Sanchez, and I'm going to pick Frank Sanchez, I'm giving out my picks because there's no betting show, right? We don't even have, I can't even do my members because I'm locked out, right? So I'm being a little generous here where I usually don't. But I think that the Sanchez is skilled enough that he can get a stoppage. I know that's a little bit difficult as Sanchez is boxer first. But he's on a card full of heavyweights. Like, he has to make a statement. He already knows the type of name he gets as a heavyweight. He isn't the most exciting guy. There aren't people lining up to see Sanchez fight or fantasizing in matchmaking him, right? We get guys matchmaking Tank with everybody. We get guys matchmaking Teofimo with everybody and Devin with everybody. I don't hear you guys ever call in to matchmake Frank Sanchez with anybody. That means he definitely has to do better than get a decision when it's a showcase card of heavyweights. Not that any heavyweight is in an easy fight. I don't mean showcase in that sense of the word. I mean showcase meaning they're only showing heavyweights. Like, you're on full display. He's got to do better, And Fa has been underperforming throughout the years, so I'll go stoppage Sanchez. Ajit Kabayel versus Arslanbek Makhmudov. Again, Ajit Kabayel hasn't gotten a decent win since the Chisora fight. And that's if you're being extra critical. If you want to give him credit, after the Chisora fight, which was in 2017, he fought Andrei Rudenenko. I'm pretty sure that's a common opponent with Andy Ruiz and Big Bang Zhang and some others, Alexander Povetkin, guys like that. He got that win, but it was decision. Kevin Johnson, he got that win again, decision. Pavel Sauer, he got that win, knockout. And he only fought once in 2023, which was back in March, so he's been out the ring nearly 9 months. And then he's going in against the biggest puncher he's faced. The thing that he does have going for him is that I don't think Arslanbek fights with any more urgency than Chisora, but Arslanbek is a lot bigger than Chisora. He's listed at 6'5.5", where Derek Chisora is 6'1" and fights kind of bent over, So Chizora's reach is 74 inches, while Arslanbek is... Okay, so it doesn't say, which totally sucks. Man, that was interesting for me because I feel like he does have short arms, you know, and he loves hooks and back hooks, right? But I am picking Arslanbek, and I am picking him by stoppage. Kabayel just hasn't been in there with anybody that tells me he can keep Arslanbek off of him. He hasn't really been taking his career serious. The only thing we've known about him, obviously, is the win over Zorro and being a sparring partner for AJ. That's not enough. But, you know, he is a boxer. He probably can get it done. He's 3 years younger than Arslanbek, but I will be picking Makhmudov by KO. Jai Opetaia, obviously rated as the lineal cruiserweight. He was stripped of his IBF title, but he'll come in as the lineal champ nonetheless, taking on Ellis Zorro. Don't know much about Zorro, if not anything at all, other than him being undefeated from the United Kingdom. I'm expecting Opetaia to knock him out within 4 rounds. Simply because the guys that he's been fighting are just not on that level. This dude's about to get destroyed. The biggest name that I've seen he fought was Hosea Burton. That's about it. And yeah. So we'll be picking Opetaia by stoppage as well. Dimitri Bivol, tricky fight, man. Lyndon Arthur. He's had that sunshine on him that one time with the win over Yard. He's a decent boxer. Not sure that he has the power necessary to keep Bivol off him, even though he's sporting nearly a 70% knockout ratio, but just never been in there with someone with the IQ of a Bivol. So I expect Bivol to get like a 9th round accumulation stoppage where the corner is just tired of him getting punched on. Yeah, I mean, he got in there with Yard, who's nowhere near the level of Bivol, and, you know, got stopped in 4, and that was in the second fight when Yard actually pushed the pace. So I'm expecting a stoppage by Dimitri Bivol as well. Filip Hrgovic should be ashamed of himself, but I get it. He's in that IBF position where he's just waiting, and he might fight the winner of AJ and Wallin for the vacant belt if somehow they strip Usyk. That being said, he's fighting Mark Mori, who no one cares. So Hrgovic by stoppage. I mean, Mark Mori, not on Hrgovic's level. David Hayes stopped this guy in 2016. That right there tells you all you need to know. Like, he's got David Hayes on his resume. You know what I'm saying? Has only fought once in 2023. That was in September at the Atlas Supper Club. Okay? So you know homie's coming in here to get knocked over for the paycheck. He is not on the level. He will get knocked out. I mean, I haven't even looked at a box like this disgusting. He's got so many fights that don't have stars at all. So, yeah, you know, they're just letting Hrgovic shake it out, you know, making sure he's tuned up so that when the next Day of Reckoning or Saudi Arabia Rada season card comes, he is available and, you know, has no excuses, right? Because an excuse would be, I need a tune-up. So they're kind of taking care of that by giving him this Mori character. Now, that's all the fights. Once again, tomorrow we'll be doing AJ, Otto Wallin, and then in the afternoon we'll do Wilder and Joseph Parker. Right now we just did Philip Hrgovic versus Mark Diamori. We're taking Hrgovic by knockout. Dimitri Bivol over Lyndon Arthur, also by stoppage. Opetaia by stoppage. Daniel Dubois to be stopped by Gerald Miller or money line. We're going money line Miller. Arslanbek stoppage. Frank Sanchez stoppage. I would say hedge Sanchez with the points as he's a bit unpredictable. Phone lines are open if you want to call in. The actual phone line is still down. I don't know why the site is still working on whatever maintenance or they haven't been able to figure it out. But Discord and Twitter is available for those that want to call in for this hardcore shit. We're going out to Rob in Vegas. What's up?
Yo, good. I'm in this thing early. Okay, so Hrgovic, yeah, he know he wrong, man. He fighting grandpa. He know this dude on his last legs. That's what I mean, man. They be trying to save dudes. But you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling you on Hrgovic knockout. This guy, I don't know who the fuck he's fighting. The Mori dude. That's crazy, man. He's fighting no old man. With Bivol versus Arthur. I know you said Bivol by stoppage. I just feel like he's such a boxer. I don't know. What you think he stop him in the corner? Like they just don't let him come out?
Yeah, I think accumulation by like the ninth round, maybe TKO. I'm not saying knockout,
Yeah.
TKO, something like that.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I probably missed that part. He said, but either way, yeah, Bivol, I could see that he stopped him in the corner. I picked Dubois to beat Miller, but I'm just picking Dubois because Miller been inactive, and I just think Dubois is ready. You know what I'm saying? So, but if Miller wins, I'm calling in to eat that crow. I pause, but that's cool. Frank Sanchez. You don't like the Frank Sanchez versus Fly? You don't like that fight, really?
Yeah, I like it. I just feel that.
Okay.
I feel like Faza underachiever. He's gonna have to show us, he had the domestic fight in New Zealand with Joseph Parker. That's a former world champ, so I understood when you couldn't beat the former world champ, kind of like Shadeja Green, Franchon Cruz. But then you come back versus the old journeyman and get stopped. I get it. Some people said he got hit behind the head and shit like that, but the tools that Fa has, he didn't use to keep the older fucking Lucas Brown off him. So how's he gonna keep? We talking about a good boxer in Frank Sanchez. Then he's a Cuban good boxer. So it's an uphill battle for Fa, in my opinion.
Right. I like Makhmudov though. I think he's I know he's pretty slow, but I like that guy. So I'm definitely taking him by stoppage as well. So I definitely like Makhmudov and then Frank Sanchez.
I'm picking him by stoppage. I'm picking him by stoppage, but don't be surprised if he gets outboxed. Ajit Kabayel could box. He was able to keep Zorro off him. Zorro has more forward aggression than Arslanbek. Arslanbek is just taller. And Arslanbek, I feel like he's mad simple, straight up and down. He's on some big man, big back front hooks. He's like left hook, right hook, left hook, right hook. I don't know. I think somebody could out jab and pivot and move his ass and tie him up, B-hop him, right hand clinch. I could see somebody outworking him like that. But, is
the big thing is I'm seeing him like maybe Fa not really strong enough to tie him up. I mean, I said Fa, but Kabayel, he's not gonna be strong enough to tie him up.
Yeah, I mean there's that possibility, but he could also fake the tie up. Do that hard grip, let him go, boom, rip something. Where he think you about to be clinching, but you ripping. I don't know, man. I mean, I only seen the Ajit Kabayel Derek Chisora fight. That shit was 6 years ago. It's hard to pick a dude that his best performance was 6 years ago. He gonna have to show up. Yours truly, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Yes, Steve Zwan. How's it going, brother?
Another day, another show. How's it going?
All good, all good. Firstly, I just wanted to big up iBoxing Hub. That's the channel. So we're inspired by the work that you've done with the Boxing Voice, and whatever the situation is on your end, I know you're doing your part to, be the voice of the people. So big up to you, brother.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, so just a brief one anyway. It's actually my co-host's birthday, so BNG. So I just wanted to give him a little shout out. It's his birthday, so
Happy
big up to
birthday
him.
to
Happy
bruh.
birthday. And we've obviously got a few of our co-hosts in Saudi Arabia right now. So it's Aisha and Ra. So big up to them as well. We're just trying to bring content, into the world and doing exactly what you're doing, but just, in a different way. But Nesta, I just wanted to talk about the potential upset that might happen. Do you think Lyndon Arthur has an opportunity to cause an upset here?
It would be that. It would be an upset because I would not be seeing that coming.
But if you think about it, not a lot of people think he's got an opportunity to win, but he's coming in a scenario where the world's against him, I would say, and he can just go out there and perform. So you just never know in boxing, anything's possible. But I do have to agree with you with Sanchez as well. The analysis is tremendous, I have to say. I'm going to put actually a bet down on Sanchez to get the stoppage, just based on your analysis, brother.
Whoa. Whoa.
Honestly, no,
I
I'm
mean,
keeping it
remember,
real. I'm
remember,
keeping it
he's
real.
not he's not a knockout puncher. I
He's
just
not.
feel
I know
I
he's
just
not.
feel
I
that
know. Look,
Fa has
Sanchez is
under.
not known for that. He's
Yeah.
not known for that at all. But just based on him having to put in a performance on the day, because it's for me, this event is like WrestleMania.
Yep.
We all watch WWE, Stone Cold, The Rock. We saw those big events. I think this event that's happening over the weekend is a WrestleMania event. So if a Sanchez doesn't perform at this event, then I don't think he's gonna, get a lot of opportunities for fights. That's just my view.
Yep. Yep. I'm with you. And that's the thing, man. I mean, everyone that got this call has to understand that a win and even a good losing performance can possibly get you a return because there's gonna be another one. Like they're trying to make Wilder
Agree.
AJ, so they're gonna fill that card up. And it could be the day of reckoning too. It could be the dawn, whatever. But it's gonna have a lot of fighters, and you want to be a part of it by making a statement. Bacoli, I think, earned himself a shot back.
Yeah.
And, winner of Dubois Miller sounds like the right opponent.
Of course, Nestor, we got to go a little bit off topic here. Bivol, Benavidez, I just want to generally just get your views. If, let's say, Bivol gets the win, do you see Benavidez potentially fighting Bivol?
Nah, we had the manager on the show yesterday, and they're in Saudi for a reason. There's contract in play. If they get the
Wow.
win, there should be a better beef fight as long as Better Beef gets his win over Callum.
Wow. 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 That's powerful. That's powerful. And just a quick one as well, a little bit off topic, because I just don't think this fighter is mentioned enough. Matthias, Sabril Matthias. I need to get your analysis on, the potential fights for him for 2024.
My analysis on Matthias.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the book is still being written, right? Like he's doing his thing. He got a decent win over this last fighter. Look, we can't even remember his name, but we know he was tough. We know he was durable.
Mm.
But the unfortunate situation happened with his hand. He wasn't able to accept the TO fight. We'll see what happens now that his stablemate got a loss. Maybe the rest of the team can now negotiate with Devin. But
Exactly.
yeah,
Yes,
but
this is where we was getting at. I think a unification fight between Haney and Matthias. I think that would
yeah,
be a
that might not
tremendous
happen
bout.
now because Ryan
Yeah.
literally just announced minutes ago that he instructed his
Wow.
team to make the Devin fight.
Woo. Wow.
Yeah.
You know, we've had a good year for boxing, and I think just having this Day of Reckoning event is a nice way to just, wrap up a tremendous year of boxing, honestly.
I agree, champ. I agree. Let me get to some other callers. Yours truly, appreciate it. We going out to Tyron on Twitter. What it do?
Yo, what's good, Ness?
Chilling, chilling.
Shouts out TVV. Hope everyone tuning in is blessed. Yeah, man, I'm excited this weekend, man. Huge pay-per-view card. Um, it seemed like it came to us fast, man. But I'm excited for it. What you think about Big Baby Miller? Do you got him?
Yeah, I got Miller for sure, man. But I'm biased, I've been going to his gym. I'm from the East. I've been to his, I've been riding with him for a minute, so I want to see him win.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about adding him on my card too, by KO. So I'm probably do that. Yeah, man, the Bivol news. I was gonna just ask you about that too before the caller asked you about the. Also was hearing about the contract that Bivol was saying supposedly a 2-fight deal over there. Man, it seems like Saudis, man, they're making the big fights. It seems like it's a trend of they're making the fights that we want in the U.S. If that kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree, sort of? Because it seems like they're about to get the unification fight with Bivol and Better Biev if all things go well. And then potentially could have a Haney over there with a tank, possibly. Like it seems like they're stealing, the big pay-per-view fights, which the U.S. should be putting on. But hey, I'm here for it as long as the big fights get made. But I'm excited for it, man. And yeah, hopefully we do get that unification fight with Bivol and Better BF too. I'm looking forward to that. So that's good news. And I believe that it could happen. So I'm looking forward to that. But Better BF got to take care of his business. Smith is not a layover. That's going to be a tough fight in my opinion, just because of Better BF is aging. But he should be able to get that win and hopefully set that up for next year for that undisputed, man. That would be huge. But yeah, that's all I just had. Chen wanted to ask you about Bay Miller and yeah, he you touched on that with the supposedly 2-fight deal that Bivol got over there. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, it just seems like Saudi, man, they making the fights. But hey, I'm happy as long as someone making these fights, we want. So but yeah, champ, that's all I got, man. Shouts out to you. Continue doing your thing, man. And again, hope everyone blessed tuning in. Shouts out TBV. I'll let you soon, champ.
All right, all right. I do want to announce that I will be having Gary Antoine Russell on the show tomorrow. I know we had Tip Bellis begging for Russell to get a shot at Haney, so we're going to try and talk to Russell. I haven't been able to find his official Instagram, so if anybody want to tag me, go ahead and do so. I'm going to put out a post, but if you're a member, you're fucked because members is locked and I can't post there. But if you're a Patreon, you're good. If you're a Patreon, you going to get to ask a question, man. It's not my fault. Oh, that's what it is. His name is Polo Tone on Insta. Okay, Polo. So yeah, man, we're gonna be getting Mr. Antoine Russell on tomorrow, early in the morning. So tune into that if you're interested. And let's see what else we got here. On the check-in, looks like Rick James. Rick James, what up? Rick James on Discord. What is up? Champ, you're like, you gotta accept Mr. Rick James. All right. Well, in the meantime, in between time, if you're looking to call in, you can use our Discord or our Twitter Spaces to do so. We are on the backup channel, so I do need your help to let people know. There are thousands that do not know, wondering where the hell did we go, because we do bring that boxing talk twice a day, every day. And, yeah, man. Mr. Rick James is not accepted, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. That is the entire card we previewed and predicted, so hit that rewind if you haven't heard any one specific prediction. Catch me tomorrow morning, 6 a.m., where we're going to be doing the rest of the card. We got AJ versus Wallin and Wilder versus Joseph Parker. We'll do Wallin and AJ in the morning, Wilder, Joseph Parker in the afternoon. Peace.